talking about this motor right here. I told you guys I'm going to make a video about this motor, and here we are. I'm going to make this video nice and short and sweet, because it's just talking about this motor, nothing crazy. Really quick, guys, if you want to see some running action of this motor, stay tuned for my channel. Next video out is going to be some bashing footage of this car, which you're going to see the performance of this motor. Super powerful, and great for the price, guys. So, well, it's one of the best in this in its category. Really quick, I'm going to tell you guys really quick. This motor is $70 on hobbyking.com. Now that's awesome. That's two good things. One, this motor is under $100, which is great for the price, and it's one of the best under $100 motors. Two, it's from a hobby website, which is great. A lot of these Chinese, this isn't a Chinese motor, I'm pretty sure, but a lot of the motors that are under $100 are Chinese, and they're no-name brands, and you can only get them on Amazon, which is no bueno. Because if you want to get a brand-name motor, or else, because the Nitro motors, I know I'm not hating on China or anything. China does make some decent stuff, but I'm telling you, you want a name brand Nitro motor, because Nitro motors have to be super precise down to the millimeter. And if it's not like that, then you're gonna have just failure very quick, and your $50 or $60 that you're gonna be spending on these Chinese motors is gonna be wasted. This motor, haven't had an issue with it. Once I got it dialed in, everything is perfect. They sell this motor in 3 different variants for different types of cars. You got one, a .18, I'm pretty sure, two, a .21, and then this is the biggest boy, the .28. .28 makes 3 horsepower. It's a 4-port motor, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's 4-port motor. But for the price, I can't really complain. It has plenty of torque, still has 3 horsepower. I ran it up to 25% nitro, special occasions right here, this stuff, and I have VP Racing in the back. I usually run that on this motor on for about 20%. And I haven't had an issue. It comes with the pull start, but I switched it to the roto start because it's easier for me. Because I just don't like fiddling with the pull starts. Everything bolted right up from the original 427 with no issue. And the reason why I didn't build that motor is for $75, I can get a piston, rod, and sleeve. But for $70, I can get this motor. So that's great. Yeah, guys, it holds a tune very well. I'm actually surprised. I only had to put 2 tunes into this motor. One for the winter and one for the spring and summer. And I might have to tune it eventually in the summer just because it was running really rich for the winter tune. But that's just because with every Nitro motor. It idles great. When I had it in 50-degree weather, which is the ideal weather for this type of motor, I feel, it idles forever. Once you get over around 50 degrees, it doesn't idle for long. But that's with all Nitro motors, you know? So, anyway, I'm not saying that this motor is almost as good as an LRP .32 or .30. I'm just saying that for under $100, this motor is great. And if you even want to be a little cheaper, or if you need a .21, the .21 runs for about $45 to $50, which is even better. It has 2.5 horsepower, which is still pretty good for, I would say, one of your 1/10 scale, or maybe you have a street car that's 1/8 or a buggy. Personally, I like the 3 horsepower motor. It came in a week, which is great. This motor either ships from Germany or from Canada, which is awesome. It's not a Chinese motor. Apparently that's what it says. I don't know. And it says also on the forums is that it revs up to 30,000 RPM. Now, I don't know if I trust that, but in the next video that you guys will see, it does rev up pretty high. But I don't know if it revs up to 30,000, but I can tell you that it revs pretty good. And it sounds amazing too. And it also sips gas too. Compared to these other big blocks, this motor doesn't take up that much gas. Granted, it is a this fuel tank is very big, but it still is pretty good compared to my dad's LRP .30 that he has in his Losi LST platform. I don't know if it's LST, it might be an aftershock, but anyway, guys, that's besides the point. The only thing is, really, it has a plastic body carb. It has a couple metal parts on here, but the main part of the carburetor is plastic. Not a big deal, though. I haven't had issues with leaks or anything like that. And a lot of these cheap motors usually have issues with the sealing in their backplate. You usually have to take apart the motor and stuff like that. I haven't had an issue with that. I haven't put any after-run oil into this motor. Granted, you should put some after-run oil into this motor, but I don't have any, and I run this car at least once a month, so I don't have an issue with that. It's just for long storage, you really need after-run oil. But you know what? It does great for this car, and this car is pretty heavy. It's a monster truck. I mean, it looks like a buggy kind of because the way I have it set up, but this car is a monster truck, so it's about 18 pounds. So this motor with the torque is perfect for this setup, and the smaller wheels, this car boogies, as you guys will see in the next video. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's all I really got to say. This motor's great. It's affordable. It's powerful. It's reliable. Yeah, guys, just one more thing. It does take turbo glow plugs, and I recommend you that you get the hot turbo glow plugs, not a medium. I've had an issue with that. This engine likes hot turbo glow plugs. But I put one hot turbo glow plug in here, and I haven't had it blown out, and I've been running this car for 2 gallons now, which is amazing. So it doesn't eat up glow plugs. But anyway, guys, it's reliable, it's cheap, and it's a name brand motor. It comes from a hobby website, and it does not ship from China, which is 5 things that I love about this motor. And anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Please subscribe and like, and share this video with your friends who likes RC cars. And yeah, guys, see you in the next one.